losing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Oh wami, oh wami. Oh wami, oh wami. Oh wami, oh wami. Oh wami, oh wami.
I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis. Hello my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl, I'm Shongwane aka Miss Fear Focal. Bring back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and of course the bell. I absolutely love it. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Shongwane. I'm in a good mood today, you guys. Like honestly, I'm just in a good mood, so just don't mind me. But I do have a pressing issue, you guys, that we need to talk about. And this involves Tracy Matransina. Okay, now I know some of you are like, who? Tracy, you guys. Tracy Zile or Zile. But I call it Tracy Matransina, so that's my name for her. If you guys remember, I did a video and I was talking about, there was Ntigmazwai, Michelle involved, and Tracy, and they were talking about weaves and stuff like that. And I did say that, you know, before a girl comes to judge us black women with weaves, she should also judge, you know, her fellow kind, you know, with lip injections and butt injections, you know, to try to look like us, which I still stand by that statement. However, I've seen more of her tweets, and Matransina is actually giving me stress because I hate to say it, but she's actually right when it comes to some things. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read some of the tweets that she has been tweeting, and we're gonna actually talk about them, you guys, and who people are suspecting it is. So the first tweet that I'm gonna read says, Jesus Christ was a white man. He didn't have even a single black disciple from the 12. He didn't heal even a single black person in the Bible. He died without setting a foot in Africa. If Jesus Christ died for blacks, why are they suffering in Africa and working for us whites? The second one says, this is not a white wedding. It is a European traditional wedding for white people. This is our traditional wedding. The question to black people is, why do you spend so much money to be like whites? African wedding and European wedding, wearing white people's hair. Hashtag coconuts must fall. This one says, they don't drive installment VW with cooler box and free government condoms in the boot. They drive Amarok and Toyota bought cash. They don't impress friends and girls with buying alcohol. They impress their families with holiday getaways. No maintenance and baby mama trouble. Baby mama drama. Hashtag Tracy Zale. Oh. I will be putting the screenshots. This one says, black parents must accept their failure and stop using their children to achieve what they couldn't achieve during their times. When will your children build themselves while they are still building you a lifestyle of your dreams? You even hate their wives for money. I need a second. This one says, Bonang bought used white people's hair for $12,729. Things black women go through to look like us white. Why all that money to buy white people's body parts hair to put on your head? Do you get buried with our hair or put them on your will? Love your natural hair. But before I actually Matransina, we don't wear white people hair. The quality, but we do look at the quality. Indian, okay, to be exact. Brazilian. Be careful. Tread lightly. Then this one says, idiots in SA pay 7,000 rands for a one-on-one prayer with this guy from Malawi. Are you telling me that God decided to listen to Bushiri's prayers only, even though we are all his children? Why will God give Bushiri blessings so that he can sell them to you for 7,000 each? I've paid that 7,000. I need a break. The last one that I'll read from her says, if you date this kind, you must know that you are in a relationship with your problems. You might not know now, but you will know when you arrive at maintenance court. They live in back rooms and wear fakes from Dubai, sold in a cupboard of some guy with connections. Tracy, why are you gonna do this to us though? We're still dealing with the pandemic. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, Tracy is spot on with most of these tweets. Now, there are speculations that it is a black person that is running this account, and I do see that. I feel like she's very well knowledgeable about blacks and how we live basically as black people. And so I really honestly feel like even Tracy's picture that's being used there, that is just a from Kong. There are other people, you guys, that are speculating that it might be Nzikmazwai. And I definitely see it because this Tracy account is also following Nzikmazwai, but it also follows, I think if I was not too mistaken when I checked, it was 19 people and it was celebrities, and out of the 19, even Nzikmazwai is also one of the people that Tracy actually follows. Now, there are a lot of tweets, you guys, here that obviously she was talking about, and she's talking, to be honest with you, I do feel like as blacks, at times we're the most confused people in the world. I feel like other people of different races, like they do have their own things, they stick to them, and as much as they may go here and here, but us as blacks, I feel like at most times we don't even have things that are like fully ours. And when we say it's ours, we don't even embrace it. We look down on whatever belongs to us, and we also do look high at things that perhaps maybe traditions for other people. And I'll tell you guys this, like when it comes to like black people paying lobola, that is part of our tradition, which honestly, you guys, I'm still gonna talk about that. The whole lobola issue, I'm a woman whose lobola has been paid, so it's not even a matter of I'd be like, oh, you don't want it to happen because you don't have the money or your husband does not have the money to go pay. No, my husband had the money, he paid honey in full, everything is done, he even has a letter to prove it. And I remember my father actually telling my husband to say, you paid your lobola. In my tradition, you are done. I'm giving you this letter. You have your wife. You've married your wife. But then there's still people who look at me like I'm not really married because I never had a white wedding. And I look at them and I'm like, for the who, for the what, for the why? Because at the end of the day, traditionally, I'm a fully married woman. In my tradition, my Veda tradition, we did a small function at home and everything like that. But because you didn't have that white wedding, then it does not make you married. Like, how? Yes, I do understand we really honestly overspend. We overspend because we have to do the traditional, which is also forming part of the lobola, and then also the white wedding, which now lends a lot of black people actually going out then getting loans, because even with the white wedding, we still want our white wedding to be the best. It has to be extravaganza. You end up getting married and starting your marriage in debt of the wedding loans, and money, you guys, is one of the biggest problems in relationship. Like, it breaks families up. People don't talk enough about this. Money is very important. And so she's saying a lot of things, you guys, that actually make sense, honestly. And I think that I agree with her with a lot of this. There are more, you guys, and I agree with her when it comes to a lot of this. Whoever it is that is behind this account, obviously, is exposing the real truth that we don't want to talk about, and we try and we do our best to make sure that we just, we ignore it. But black parents must accept their failures and stop using their children to achieve what they couldn't achieve during their times. When will your children build themselves while they are still building you a lifestyle of your dreams? You even hate their wives for money. You guys, like, it's honestly such a sad situation. And when you're a black person and you talk like this, what they basically talk about is, number one, you're disrespectful. You're supposed to be grateful to your parents. They raised you, so you're supposed to build them houses. You're supposed to buy them cars. You're supposed to finish the houses. You're supposed to take your brothers and sisters to varsity. You are basically supposed to be a parent. And then who's going to be a parent to your kids? So you are going to do all this for that family and you for your family, and then you will fail to do for your kids. So your kids will have to go to school rough the same way you went, and then when they come back, you're sitting looking at them. You need to build me a house. It's not a way to live, you guys. I have once said it to say one generation has to suffer so that we can break the poverty tie. So if it means it's my generation that has to act like I don't care so that my children will be trust fund babies, and they will have a lot of money to go to school and not struggle, and when they come from school, instead of me expecting them to buy me a car and build me a house, I'm actually saying here is an apartment, fully bought, paid cash. Here is a brand new car so that you can start working, like give you a jump start in life, so that the future generation will have a better life than something that if we have to do, then we're gonna have to do. When talking about black tax, this is what Tracy is actually talking about when she was talking about the VW installments and cooler box and everything. Honestly, that is true, you guys. There's a huge problem with our black men. Once a black man becomes successful and he has money, the biggest thing that happens is that if he had one wife who she was supporting him through thick and thin, they start cheating. They start having side girls. They now have baby mamas. They now have this. They now have that. It's like, as a black man, you cannot just be successful and tell yourself that my extra money is gonna be for vacations with me and my family. You have to be going out there and finding Abuma slay queen, and as black people, you guys, I think we need to normalize buying cars cash. I'm telling you the truth, you guys. Like, we need to start normalize that behavior. We need to start normalize that behavior. I'm also like, you guys know I love buying stuff cash, and I had said I'm gonna tell you guys, but for my 30th birthday, Happy and I decided that we're gonna get me a second car, and we paid for it cash, and I'm so proud because it was expensive. It was not cheap, and it was not an easy decision that we had to make and stuff like that. But I'm just so glad, you guys, that like at least I'm at that level where I'm able to wait, I'm able to save, I'm able to get a car. That is like okay for us, and I don't even want to get into that, but we need to normalize buying cars cash, you guys. We need to normalize, not necessarily to say if I've got 130,000 rands in my account now, I have to go out there and deposit that money and take a car that is like 1,300,000, so that when I'm driving, people will be like, oh, this person has money. Come more installment is 25 grand and like more. Like, you don't need to do that, you guys. Like, as blacks, I do feel like we honestly also do need to normalize buying stuff cash and actually saving our money. When it comes to the hair, you guys, then I feel like this was a cheap shot to Bonang. And as I said, we don't wear white people hair. Please be very careful. We wear Indian people hair. That's the quality, shbobo. That's the quality. Anybody trying out here hair that the quality is a little bit no. We need the best, okay? So, and when I say the best, I'm not saying that it's the best in the whole world, because our hair is also great, you guys. It's gorgeous. I'll put a picture of me with my natural hair somewhere here. Gorgeous hair. But if I want to wear a wig, I will wear a wig because that's my right. And when it comes to this, idiots in SA are paying 7,000 to see Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. I really don't have much to say, but I will definitely say that at one point I did pay that 7,000. I need a moment. This one actually finished me when they said, if you date this kind of a guy, you're in a relationship with your problems. Matrasina is onto something, you guys. Tracy is honestly onto something. I think as black people, especially black Africans, we do need to reflect. When it comes to the whole Jesus talk, I'm not really going to get into that, you guys. Believe whatever it is that you want to believe. Everybody has got their own beliefs, and everyone has the right to believe in whatever it is that they want to believe. So I'm not going to get into that. But all I'm going to just have to say is that as black people, as black Africans, we do need to reevaluate our lives when it comes to everything. Like, most things that work, we adapt things that never worked for our great-grandparents, our grandparents, our parents, And now we want to, like, how are we keeping on adapting the same shandy that did not work for them, and we think like, oh, it's gonna mysteriously work for us? Hell no. We need to normalize that as black people. Let's build businesses. Let's be business owners. Let's learn to take risks, you guys. I mean, I've gotten to a point where I've even sat down with my father and actually show him, Papa, this is how much I earn. And yeah, I don't earn peanuts. Well, it's not too much, but we ain't rich yet, that's all I'm saying. But I earn way more than what I would have been earning if I was a nurse. But my father still insists, no, you need to go back to school, you need that pension fund, you need this. And I do understand, like, his where he is mentally, he does want me to be my best in everything, because with this, obviously, I don't have a pension fund. I'm going at it myself. It's my business. I'm running it. I'm making money from it. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And that safety net, it's very important to have it. And I do have it because I do have a husband, you guys, who has got like a full-time job that is a stable job and everything like that. So I always tell you guys, you need to be conscious. But at the same time, I do feel like as blacks, we also need to normalize and get to that level where we're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna take some risks, I'm going to do this, I'm gonna break away from the norm, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna follow my dreams, I'm gonna work, but I'm also gonna work on my dreams. Instead of just, being an employee for the rest of my life, let me also start a business, let me do this. We need a lot, you guys, like, and as guys, normalize just loving one woman and continuing and keeping her. It saves you a lot of money. It saves your life. We have got men who have been shot in their nyatsi's houses, honey, that are dead, okay? And the people who did it are not even arrested. Yes, I'm talking about since we were like, I'm just giving an example. Had he been home with his wife, that guy would have still been alive, okay? If he would not have, he wouldn't have died the way that he did. But all I'm saying is that we need to be very careful. And I think that people do need to look at Tracy's account. I don't agree with her with everything, but I do agree with her when it comes to most things. And I hate to say it because I don't want to, but she's giving me chest pains. Chest pains, honey. Okay? I love you, my ninjas. Please do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. And I'll see you guys in my next upload. As I said, I'm in a great mood. No, I didn't drink anything except water and juice. So yeah, I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.